Hey guys, it's Wanda, and I thought I'd take you on a tour of Deepsouth Homestead. This is the end of December 2023, and I'm going to show you a few things. A lot will change over the next month or so because it's getting cold, and we have to make provisions. So I'm going to show you what's going on now and tell you a little bit about what we're fixing to do and how we're going to prepare for really cold weather and the next January, February, and then we're going to be planting, y'all. We're going to be planting a lot at Pecan Grove, but here at Deepsouth, we're going to be letting it rest. And so I'll show you a few things as we go along. This is my herb garden. It's kind of died back a lot, but the citrus tree that I grew from a piece of a root that I found in the backyard after our big tangelo tree died has had fruit on it, and there's still 3 or 4 in there. You can see right in there. There's still a few left that we haven't taken off yet. We're letting them turn totally before we take them off if we don't get a hard freeze. We haven't had a hard freeze yet. Lots of things are just, they're green. This is my pineapple sage. And you see, it's putting on new leaves. It's doing really good. It's not blooming yet. It's been blooming. We've got right here this plant. This is like a, I think it's called a butterfly plant. I can't remember. This thing is blooming, and we got some over in a pot that's doing the same thing. My turmeric, we haven't even tried to dig it up yet. This little citrus tree came back out. It really suffered in the summertime, got too hot, and we thought it died, but it's come back from the root. But it's probably going to be like this tree. It's going to be something similar, because it was rootstock that came back. The rosemary seems to be doing amazing. We have one here. The other one in there looks like it might have died. It got too hot or something happened. But look at the shrimp plant. This is a shrimp plant. This thing is getting ready to bloom. It is the middle of December, y'all. And it's all in here. It usually blooms different type of ginger. Still going. We haven't dug it up yet. We're just waiting. Our citrus is fixing to be moved. We're moving it tomorrow, I think. Still got a few kumquats. I've been coming by picking a few and eating. And blooms and stuff on this one. And my GreenStalks have strawberries and oregano and some flowers in it. The pomelo is still going. We're going to be moving it. All these citrus here are either blooming or have fruit on them. And we're moving those. But see, the butterfly plant that I told you about? Look at this. This one has went crazy all summer. And bloomed and bloomed and bloomed and bloomed. It is beautiful. So I'm going to cut it back. And that pot's going to get moved too. Plus, I have a peppercorn in the bottom of it down here. And we're just going to move it. But all these will get moved tomorrow. As you can see in the background, the barn, the cabin, everything looks in fall because the leaves are all dying and falling off. We're going to just be mowing the hillside. Up on the top of the hill was where we did sweet potatoes, and we do Irish potatoes and stuff. All that's going to lay, and he's going to just let it heal over and get it ready for 2025. As of right now, we have cows here. I don't know where they're at. Usually they're hollering if they hear my voice, but they're somewhere around. The pond, very low still. We've had some rain, but not enough to bring the pond up. The grass starting to die back because it's winter time. We still have a little bit of cane. Possibly going to be doing cane in 2 days and making our syrup again, and that'll all be cleared up and laid down to rest for the winter, and then we'll uncover it as it sprouts in the spring. You always want to cover your cane all winter and cut any sprouts that pop up down before a freeze. We have 2 greenhouses. We will be closing these doors technically they're closed, but we will be putting plastic over this door. We have screen in it right now. The sides are already let down, but air can still flow because we still get some 70 and 80 degree days, which heats this greenhouse up to 90 or 95. And so we still need the airflow. And so all 4 doors on each end will be closed for the winter. We will go ahead and put plastic on them, and we make sure everything is rolled down and put the wiggle wire and everything, and we will have all the greenhouses buckle down for the winter. My turmeric is doing really good in here. It's about time for me to just go ahead and call it quits and dig it all up, but it's still so green. I hated to do that. Everything in here is starting to grow a little. We will be making cane syrup one more time, so this is going to all stay here till we're through. Then all this gets put away for the winter until next year. Our woodshed is about half full here and half full here, and Danny has plenty of wood that he can cut at Pecan Grove. So we think we have plenty of wood that we should make it through the winter. If not, he has the downed wood at Pecan Grove to bring and add more for the winter. The huckleberries this year have just been beautiful. The huckleberries and our blueberries. And I see a little creature. I don't know if y'all see him, but he's on the wood pile over there. I don't know if I can get around, but these are just beautiful leaves this year. He disappeared. Had a little squirrel. I know, squirrel. Start talking about something and squirrel. But we have all this pile of fat pine lighter that we use. We break up pieces. Danny used some of it to cook syrup. We break some up into small pieces to start fires when we need it. And some of it, the big tall long ones, we use for fence posts. There's all kinds of ways you can use fat pine lighter. It is great to have on a homestead. These are the blueberries. Look at the leaves. They're absolutely gorgeous. They have a reddish tint to them. They've had this for a month or better, and they are just simply beautiful. This is the first year we've had this much of a leaf turn here at Deepsouth. A couple of 3 weeks ago, I got out and mowed this because of the leaves, not because of grass. We have not mowed all summer long because it was in a drought and the grass did not grow. But we chopped up I chopped up all the leaves, and you can see they're all back everywhere. I had all this chopped, and you could tell the green grass and the weeds all below it. The lemongrass will get chopped and dropped to protect the roots of the lemongrass. This garden, Danny's already got it ready to just let it sit and let it chill all winter, and then next spring let it heal over again, and then we'll start in the fall of 24 for 25. That is our goal, is to let both big garden areas rest during 24. As the sun sets here at Deepsouth Homestead, we are blessed. It's a beautiful place, lots of things going on, and we still, in the wintertime, have projects like the sugar cane, like the wood, and like the high tunnels. God's beauty is everywhere. The azaleas are blooming, but look at the leaves, the color in the leaves. And this azalea. It is December, the middle of December, and look at it. It's beautiful. As I walk through the huckleberries that we have planted here, the color is starting to fade, but we've had some beautiful colors on the huckleberries. They will produce again, first time picking probably around the end of April, 1st of May. This is one of our first berries that we have here at Deepsouth Homestead. And the crepe myrtles. The colors have been gorgeous I'm talking, we have never had this type of color at Deep South. I've been here 10 years and never had the color. Most of it's faded out now, but this is December the, I think, 13th, and we still have color everywhere. The chickens are all playing on their little roost thing outside. It's time to gather a few eggs and possibly head in. The mayhaws are doing really great here. This has always been a wet area. It was a little dry this year, but I collected a lot of mayhaws and made some jelly. This is amazing to have that many mayhaws. The grapevine, the scuppernong vine here, has all died back, but we get lots and lots of scuppernongs off this. And the sun is going down. And I found the cows. They're over here in the hay. They just didn't hear me a while ago, or they would have been carrying on. And as the sun goes down, the neighbors are cutting down trees. Some are out in their yards doing something back here. I can hear them talking. I'm going to leave y'all with this thought. We've had a lot of good times over this year. Had to think of a lot of solutions here at Deep South. And 2024 is going to be a roller coaster. This past year was tough because of the drought, no rain. And we're going to make it. We're going to figure out these solutions. But with the 2024 roller coaster year coming, we've got more than solutions. We've got to put foot to the ground, get started, and we got to nail this thing down. That's why some of this land is resting this next year, and we're using the land at Pecan Grove to grow. We've got the high tunnels, and we can grow in them. We added a high tunnel to Pecan Grove, plus we have plenty of fresh land there. So join us at Deep South Homestead and Pecan Grove in 2024. This will be the last, I guess you would say, tour of Deep South for 2023. Thank you guys.